on to the FDA. The FDA has been busier since November than I think they've been in the last 10 years. That includes the period during COVID. The FDA yesterday officially banned red dye number 3 in food and many drugs, though officials say it's not carcinogenic for humans like it has been for test rats. By the way, how would you like that for an explanation of anything? What does that have in it? Red dye number 3. Is that bad for you? No, it's fine. It does cause cancer in rats, but not in humans. No, okay. Thank you. So, getting this artificial dye out of our food has been a major push from consumer advocates, including Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Now, I think that's pretty significant because Kennedy's not even in his position yet as HHS secretary. And yet the FDA, not just with this move, but several others, they're already twisting themselves into knots trying to better regulate our food and medicine. To me, this is the oldest story in the book. The guys that are there now, they're hearing footsteps. I think a lot of the people that are in mid-level roles there would like to remain, and they want to point to themselves as being on board with this RFK agenda. They want to be kept. It's like when in sports, when a team hires a high-profile player, what happens? None of the other players want to be replaced, so they all start stepping up their game a little bit. It's kind of like when years ago in the 90s, the late 90s, the Yankees signed Darryl Strawberry, but before they signed him, before he came to the major leagues, he was still working his way through the minor leagues. Ruben Sierra's level of play improved exponentially. What happened? He didn't want to be replaced in the lineup by Darryl Strawberry. Simple as that. And here's Kristen Guttershaw, who's a clinical dietitian, talking to WGN about the additives that are in food, including red dye number 3. This is what she said.
I think for decades, we've had a lot of things in our food supply that's not necessary. And the more we can kind of tease it out and get to more of a whole foods type of diet, the healthier we're all going to be.
Boom. Completely agree. Also, the FDA also unveiled a major proposal to reduce nicotine in cigarettes in the hopes of making them less addictive. The implications for cancer and death could be massive. Robert Calf, the commissioner, said it's the biggest thing I've ever seen in terms of societal benefit, cost savings, and lives saved, and strokes prevented and cancers prevented. But the tobacco industry has fought hard against the regulation, and it remains unclear whether Trump is going to keep it in place. I certainly hope he does. I think he will. Now, the $1 million question, the $1 trillion question for RFK at HHS is going to be, is he going to get his way and ban drug advertising? You've seen these drugs advertised. Remember Ozempic. Where did Ozempic came from? It came because they had that jingle that was like the 70s song. Oh, 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 Ozempic. You don't even know what it is. You're ready to buy it with that catchy jingle. And who could live without these side effect warnings in all these drug commercials?
Afrezza can cause serious side effects, including sudden lung problems and low potassium. Afrezza is not for patients with chronic lung disease such as asthma or COPD. Tell your doctor if you smoke, recently stopped smoking, have ever had kidney or liver problems, a history of lung cancer, or if you are pregnant or breastfeeding. Most common side effects are low blood sugar, cough, and sore throat.
Hi.
Severe low blood sugar can be fatal. Do not replace long-acting insulin with Afrezza. Afrezza is not for use to treat diabetic ketoacidosis. Do not take Afrezza if you are allergic to insulin.
Get some dessert.
Talk to your doctor before changing your Afrezza dose. Blood sugar may need to be checked more frequently.
Ask your doctor if Afrezza inhalable insulin is right for you.
There you have it. I mean, what would the world of TV be like without commercials like these?
Abilify Maintena can cause serious side effects. Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor about fever, stiff muscles and confusion, which could be life-threatening, or uncontrolled body movements, which may not go away. Risks include high blood sugar, cholesterol, weight gain, low white blood cells, unusual urges, dizziness on standing, seizures, trouble swallowing.
This is me, stable, and I want to make it last.
Ask your doctor about Abilify Maintena.
As far as I'm concerned, these commercials should not be allowed. They're not permitted in most other Western democracies. It's crazy. It's crazy. We have this revolving door of big money, special interests, and legislation. The pharmaceutical companies spend all sorts of money on TV ads and on lobbying and campaign contributions. Congress allows them to buy ads wherever they want to buy ads. The public sees the ads, spends a bundle of money on whatever ad is being advertised to them. The media companies love it because they're the beneficiary of increased ad dollars. And you wonder, is the public's best interest really being served? No, absolutely not. So if RFK can stop these prescriptions from these drug ads on TV, more power to him as far as I'm concerned. And I think you're already starting to see the FDA behave in a way that is how they should have been behaving long ago.